Hello everyone, today I'll be showing you how to build a cherry house in Minecraft. It's going to be a how-to build today. Hopefully we can quite quickly locate a cherry biome, get everything built. I'll show you a time-lapse at the very end. So, hope you enjoy. Alright, so this time I found quite a nice cherry grove actually. I'm going to try and work with this one. It's got some nice looking biomes around it. So, just find a flat spot. Let's get started. Okay, so I'm planning on using this spot right here. And this spot is going to be where I'm going to start building a cherry house. Probably going to need a good amount of these different blocks. Definitely fences, fence gates. So first, what I like to do when I start any of these little house builds, you kind of want to get a bit of an outline for how large it's going to be. So I'd say about this big. I'm going to have this, and then I'm probably going to extend the terraforming a little bit out this way, just to get nice amount of flat land that this is going to need. And also it kind of blends a little bit better with the hillside like that, see? Now that we have that, I probably am going to want to have this extend out to about here. So we're going to make sure all of these are exact same height. Actually, that might be a little bit too tall for this. Or maybe it's just fine. You know, let's leave it as it is. So now, what we're going to want to do is figure out the exterior before we do anything. So for the exterior, generally, for these sorts of builds, you kind of want to outline the bottom a little bit as just like a threshold of sorts before you actually enter the kind of building. And just, you know, extend the hillside out a little bit more just so that it has nice even blending. I'm going to clear out most of this grass in the center. That's a nice height. Let me just get this last bit of outline over here. We just need a basic little square first, so don't be worried if it looks some sort of boxy. Since it's a cherry house, not a cherry castle or tower, we might want to take down the height just a little bit, make it a bit more cozy. Now, for the floor, I do want to use, I'm not sure how well this will work, but there is a specific flooring that I really like, and it is brown mushroom and packed mud. There it goes, see? Actually, this is, I was scared this wasn't going to be a perfect square, but as you can see, it's ended up being that way, which works really well. See, that's what you want to avoid right there. Now that is quite a nice circle, let's say. And now I do want to extend that out a little bit because this is going to be a bit of the border for the packed mud. Get that a little bit more circular. There that goes. Now in the center we can use normal packed mud. And this gives like, the packed mud blends really well with the brown mushroom. I think that is pretty nice. Actually, what I do want to do, so I want the threshold to be dripstone instead. Actually, I want to use more of these blocks as the floor because it does. Darker blocks for flooring always look better, and then you can change the walls to be whatever. But I think the outline of the cherry wood doesn't look as good as the outline with the dripstone. So that'll be that. What I could actually do is I could use the trapdoors on the outside. Do this with them. No, you know, cover the dripstone a little bit, and then of course have a set of stairs right here because this is going to be the entrance. And the thing about this outline is that you can very easily see the dripstone in there, but it just kind of provides a nice little accent. And then as you come over here, you can of course see this on the ground. Now I'm just going to extend this layer, cherry planks, all the way around. And most people, this is going to be the bottom layer, so it's not going to matter as much as the second layer, where we definitely want a lot more depth. See? There it goes. And on this side, we can cover this up as well. Now what we want to figure out, before we do the walls actually, we want to figure out roof shaping. So generally you want slabs, stairs, and planks, and as you're figuring it out, you just get a basic shape in mind and then you can extend it throughout the rest of it. I kind of want it to start out here and then extend more towards the center and have it round towards the top. And as we get more and more this way, we can have it slowly curve like that. And then that's going to be the top. I should probably over here do that. And then maybe that. See, that looks pretty nice, I'd say. Do I want to do that little flourish like that? Yeah, I think I do. We can do the same thing over here on this side. That's actually quite a nice design, I'd say. That looks pretty good. We can probably add another little flourish on this side. We can just extend this throughout the build. So now that we have this roof up, we can kind of go and extend this over so it doesn't look like a tent. Right here on this section, we can kind of just get rid of that and then make it more flat so that we're actually able to work with this little bit. What I want to do here, just add that and add some sort of light source or window or something. Probably a window of some kind. And just make changes as needed. Here, where it looks a little bit strange, have this in here. It also opens up, if I don't have the stairs there, it opens up room for me to actually put stuff on that bit of the ceiling. And now it adds a bit of a channel that light can go through. So I can safely set that up down through the center. And what I want to do with the inside is just add some beams. And then I want chains up here. So it looks like they're actually attached to something. Because that's what Minecraft is, realistic. Now, what we want to do is we want to focus on the walls. Pearlescent might accent the pink a little bit. Although you can't really see it. Add another beam here. And then just some stairs up at the top for a little bit of depth. Maybe buttons on the logs. That might look good for a bit of depth as well. That's the thing about building. You always have to just experiment a little bit. On the inside, we're going to have different lighting sources. Just spread them out a little bit. Here, what I've done with the roof on this side, I can very easily just pull that around this way. It's for that little bit of depth on the outside. Pull these around over here. But I do want this side to be a window, some sort. And on the edges. And lastly, we need to figure something out for the entrance. I've got to say, this looks pretty good. It's a pretty nice house. The entire exterior is done. All we have to do now, add some stuff to the inside and make it look nice. On the inside here, thinking about, actually, first let me just, and if we want to make it functional, we find a bed. Look better, actually, I think an anvil, believe it or not, might look interesting as a nightstand. Of course, backing for the bed. Then what we can do from here, we can add kitchen. I know it doesn't sound like it would be in a kitchen, but it kind of looks in place with all of those frog lights in the center of here. There, see? That's pretty good. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, like for more, and I had a really fun time building this. Hope you had a fun time watching, and maybe this has inspired you to go and create something in your very own survival world. So, with that, see you next time. Have fun building.